have you join us on this platform today. Stay hooked. Wow, welcome to a life-changing experience with a family therapist. We are TFT Plays on all our social media platforms. Do well to follow us and join us. We are so glad to have you join us on this platform today. Stay hooked. Wow, welcome to a life-changing experience with a family therapist. We are TFT Plays on all our social media platforms. Do well to follow us and join us. We are so glad to have you join us on this platform today. Stay hooked. Wow, welcome to a life-changing experience with a family therapist. We are TFT Plays on all our social media platforms. Do well to follow us and join us. We are so glad to have you join us on this platform today. Stay hooked. Wow, welcome to a life-changing experience with a family therapist. We are TFT Plays on all our social media platforms. Do well to follow us and join us. We are so glad to have you join us on this platform today. Stay hooked. Wow, welcome to a life-changing experience with a family therapist. We are TFT Plays on all our social media platforms. Do well to follow us and join us. We are so glad to have you join us on this platform today. Stay hooked. Wow, welcome to a life-changing experience with a family therapist. We are TFT Plays on all our social media platforms. Do well to follow us and join us. We are so glad to have you join us on this platform today. Stay hooked. Wow, welcome to a life-changing experience with a family therapist. We are TFT Plays on all our social media platforms. Do well to follow us and join us. We are so glad to have you join us on this platform today. Stay hooked. Wow, welcome to a life-changing experience with a family therapist. We are TFT Plays on all our social media platforms. Do well to follow us and join us. We are so glad to have you join us on this platform today. Stay hooked. Wow, welcome to a life-changing experience with a family therapist. We are TFT Plays on all our social media platforms. Do well to follow us and join us. We are so glad to have you join us on this platform today. Stay hooked. Wow, welcome to a life-changing experience with a family therapist. We are TFT Plays on all our social media platforms. Do well to follow us and join us. We are so glad to have you join us on this platform today. Stay hooked. Wow, welcome to a life-changing experience with a family therapist. We are TFT Plays on all our social media platforms. Do well to follow us and join us. We are so glad to have you join us on this platform today. Stay hooked. Wow, welcome to a life-changing experience with a family therapist. We are TFT Plays on all our social media platforms. Do well to follow us and join us. We are so glad to have you join us on this platform today. Stay hooked. Wow, welcome to a life-changing experience with a family therapist. We are TFT Plays on all our social media platforms. Do well to follow us and join us. We are so glad to have you join us on this platform today. Stay hooked. Wow, welcome to a life-changing experience with a family therapist. We are TFT Plays on all our social media platforms. Do well to follow us and join us. We are so glad to have you join us on this platform today. Stay hooked. Wow! Welcome to a life-changing experience with a family therapist. We are TFT Plays on all our
steps. Good afternoon, and I use this opportunity to welcome you to another edition of Sharing Life Issues right here at the studios of Lee City 89.1 FM. My name is Bimpe Kayode Oladichi. Welcome you on board the program this afternoon, and I'm co-anchoring this program with.
My name is Joshua Olagundoyin. Thank you very much for joining us on the program.
If this is your first time of tuning in on this station and you're just listening to this program, this is Sharing Life Issues, a mental health program that affords you the opportunity to know everything about your mental health and to live a mentally healthy lifestyle. And this afternoon we have our guest already in the studio. He's a data analyst, a business life relationship coach, he's a therapist, and he's right here to dish us another amazing meal on Sharing Life Issues this afternoon, and that is Mr. Emmanuel Ogunfeso. Good afternoon, sir.
Hey, good afternoon, Nigeria. Good afternoon, the whole world. We are here. It's good to be back in the studio.
Yes, after like 3 or 4 weeks. We miss you dearly.
Oh,
Welcome
God.
back once again on the program. So this afternoon, what do you have to dish out to us?
So we've been treating a book. Maybe today will be the last day we'll treat the book. So maybe today will be the last day we'll treat the book. We've been talking about how to find and keep true love. No, I know people love love. I don't know. Maybe am I speaking for myself?
Of course, people love love. I love love.
You have to be sure. Let's be sure.
Something is happening in this studio as you spoke about love. There are some beautiful ladies looking at you. That okay, let's see what these guys are actually talking about today.
Okay, maybe we should introduce them and let them get on board with us. Okay, good afternoon. How are you doing?
We're doing fine.
Okay. Do you love love?
We love love.
Hey, so we need.
So they say they love love.
So we've been reviewing a book of my mentor, one of the book of my mentor, which is the book talks about how to find and keep true love, and it's been wonderful on this platform while we've been reviewing the book. And I must tell you, I've learned quite a lot reviewing this book, and I've learned from the people we've reviewed the book together. And typically also, how has it been reviewing this book together?
Wonderful, even though there are some of the things that it's not as if I don't agree with them. But the fact that it is not in favor of the ladies is what I don't like.
So what is not in the favor of the ladies
the
there?
truth is that the book is a balanced book, because after treating what men like in a woman, we now talks about what women love in men too. So I like that.
So women, they love men?
Of course.
I just want to be sure.
Before, of course we do.
Okay. So today, the last time we talked about the things men want in women, the things women want in men. So I want to talk about something that looks, how do I put this now? It looks, for the lack of better words, let me just put it the way the writer put it there. Say 10 reasons why marriages fail.
Okay. 10 reasons why marriages fail.
You know, today,
in
recent time, it looks as if there is no longer love again. There is nothing like marriage again. Forget all this marriage thing.
For the fun of it.
So they forget this marriage thing. What are they talking about? People are not married. What you say? What? You know, I heard one married person that said, I'm married, but I'm in an open marriage. I said, sorry, can you define open marriage? I said,
he said it like open marriage.
So
this is the first time I'm hearing it.
They said this, you know, I used to hear that there's open relationship.
Yes.
So when I heard open marriage, I said, okay, what do you mean by open marriage? The person said that we are married, quite all right, but we are open to having side man, side chick, side cock or cockerel.
Side cockerel.
So I just felt, you mean what? You mean what? Open. Okay, somebody is saying yes. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe, okay, he's gone. so for me, I said, you mean open what? Open marriage? I said, okay, that's fine with you, but for me, it's a no. You might time
means that they are free to commit adultery.
You might term me as person that is not exposed. I agree. If that's what exposure means, I think I'm not exposed.
The open marriage, I'm still trying to encapsulate how the thing is going to be.
The amazing thing is that nowadays, when people say I'm getting married, or they hear that somebody is getting married, they rejoice with them in anticipation that marriage will break. They are like, kò ní pẹ́ túká. Congratulations, Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ túká. That's what they just think. That's what they say, because they believe that marriages are no longer working, and they think that the people whose marriages are working are actually faking it.
Okay, I would like to ask this question. You spoke about that issue now. Is it based on maybe their past relationship with that particular person they are about to get?
Maybe you should direct the question to the
because we don't know.
The question to the therapist.
Because sometimes I agree with you. Because sometimes this thing they might want to say it's okay that you are going to get you are getting married. They want to put it in their mind. Okay, let's see how far the marriage will go. But I don't know of the one that they will say it publicly that okay, let's see how their marriage is going to go.
So you are saying that people will think will say. Sorry, say that question again. Like, I want to get it.
I know that they say it within their minds. But okay, lágbájá fẹ́ ṣe wedding. Ṣé pẹ̀lú bàbá ẹ̀ pé ṣé bàbá ẹ̀ ti wà mature enough láti gbéyàwó sí inú ilé and everything. But I don't know of the one that they will just say it publicly that okay, this person is actually getting married. Wow, really?
It's all right. So let me share a few things from the author's perspective. Majority of these things the author talks about, I really share. I believe, and I'm a believer of what the author said in this book. You know, the author gave 10 reasons why marriages fail. Do you know that? Before I get into it, do you know that when you are dating somebody, you are so much carried. Will I say carried away now, or maybe lack of better words, I would say you're just so much interested in everything the person is doing. You just want to, you'll be feeling mushy. You just feel like, most especially the ladies feel the whole relationship revolves around them. Yes. And they will be feeling, this is how it will continue.
Even in marriage, you still feel that way.
This is how it will continue. The guy will always have me. The guy will always think about me. We always be calling me.
If you're asking me,
Netflix and chill out every day and all of that. So this is how it's going to continue and all of that. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing to which. But my sister,
my brother.
Let me break your heart down. It might not continue like that. After marriage, after wedding. Sorry, there's no after marriage. After marriage is divorce.
Yes, after wedding.
After the
wedding might not continue the same way. Sister, listen. Calm down. I know you are feeling somehow that what is this man say? Calm down. Farabalẹ̀. Tell somebody beside you, farabalẹ̀. I know you are feeling like, what is this man saying? Farabalẹ̀. I say farabalẹ̀. So, you know, a lot of the things that we think marriage is are the things that are displayed on social media.
Yeah. What we see.
And believe you me, the people that have it best in marriage, majority of them are not on social media. Some are on social media, but majority of them are not on social media. Because they don't even have time. They are busy making the marriage work than to come online and come and be sharing with you. Though I still fault those people, because if majority of them are speaking up, talking on social media, maybe this notion of marriages is not worth it again. Wouldn't be what is most rampant among young people in these days. So I believe, was one of my goal as a person in recent time. I'm going to do a project whereby we are going to interview about 50 people across the globe, married couples, where they will be telling us how their marriage has worked and what has made their marriage to work. At least they must have been married for 5 years. So those are the people we are going to interview, and we are going to share it on all our social media platforms and tell people, okay, it's not that marriages are not working. Marriages are working. It's where you are looking at. You know, majority of the young ladies are just carried away with this. He must propose. The proposal must be again. It must be video. It must, all of that is good, but I hope you are not leaving out what really should be the focus when it comes to the marriage. So let's talk about what the author feels make marriages fail. Number one, infidelity and extramarital affair. So these things I will be relating it to both the married and the single, or the ones in a relationship. The author said that infidelity and extramarital affairs, of course, I believe so much that if this thing is not taken care of, I listened to a couple that said that in their marriage they have rules that guide the marriage. So what is the person saying? We have rules. We have set down rules. These are the boundaries you cannot cross. If you cross this boundary, what would happen? So they define what will happen. What will be the consequence of doing this? So for some people, like I said, the married person that said that they are in an open marriage. I don't know much about open marriage like that. But they said they are in an open marriage. So these ones might not be it might not be a deal breaker for them. Infidelity and extramarital affairs.
Of course, it will not be for them since they are in an open marriage.
So for the people that it will be for you people, one of the things the author mentioned here, which is most valid, before all these social media aunties that will share that I'm done, I can't. All these I'm done aunties on social media. By the time you see, by the time they come up, they say they will accuse the other person of infidelity. One of the things they used to accuse the other person of is infidelity and all of that. So the author is correct saying that infidelity is a deal breaker in some marriages. For instance, another one is this: financial troubles.
That one.
That one is.
It's like it's even more than it's like the percentage, the rate at which breaks marriages is even higher than infidelity. Because some ladies they are willing to stay with a man that will take care of them even if he's cheating on them. Once they have everything that they need, they have the big cars, they have the houses, the is just to bear the man's name. They don't mind. So money.
Yes, it's very important, but I think
even you that you are not even thinking of having a extramarital affair, you don't even think of breaking your marriage. If there is no money in that marriage, it can break. If needs are not being met, you can get tired. Financial needs, you mean? Yes.
I think
and almost everything revolves around your finances. The place you are going to live, the school your children are going to go to, what you are going to wear. How you are going to
the situation and even
money.
The environment too.
Money. If there is money, you would rather stay in a country like US than stay in Nigeria. And even if you are staying in Nigeria, you want to stay on Banana Island.
No, it's not everybody.
Quickly,
nobody wants to live at Ajegule. You have your fear of Ajegule and Banana Island, or Ajegule and VI, and then you go and choose Ajegule. Then they are following you from your father's village.
It's alright.
Quickly, I want to still stretch on the issue of finance. I don't know if Mr. Emmanuel will still add to whatever I'm going to say. That
okay.
The issue of finance, as Bimpe said, is a very serious and important issue in marriage, because I was listening to a woman when she was talking about the issue of finance and communication. Okay, it appears that this issue of finance, sometimes if it's not properly taken care of, can lead to loss of miscommunication between the two partners, in a way that they will tell you that after just and everything, but you didn't tell me that this is what you are going to actually experience, and the other person will is just what he wants to do. But I think you should be able to communicate financially to your spouse that, okay, this is how I want us to do this thing, because things are quite expensive here. So the issue of finance is very, very important, so that your partner will not just think that, okay, you are just trying to lavish money anyhow. That's my own take.
Okay, now talking about finances and how finance could break marriage. You know, I tell people, I said that sometimes it's not the finance that break the marriage, it's lack of communication. Finance has its part, believe you me. When when there is enough money at home, there's foodstuffs at home, the way a woman will sing in the kitchen while cooking the food will be different.
Of course.
We'll be singing and be doing the,
you
just be turning the thing and turning the head, yeah, and the so I know that is money is important. Money is important. I know. I agree. But sometimes I believe that majority of the people that are married sometimes do not discuss their finance, and it's not something that starts while they are married. It started while they were still single, while they were still dating and all of that. You know, it's just ironic that this generation, the things we prioritize are just sometimes unimaginable. You know, you're cutting, or you're dating somebody for 3 years. You've not talked about how you intend to live in the marriage. If peradventure marriage is the end goal, that okay, you are earning this amount now, I'm earning this amount now, even if we have to marry tomorrow. So how do we intend to, and to make it work? Some don't even disclose what they have. From I did something while I was while I was single, and we're talking about finance. I told myself, I said, I'm going to declare everything open. How do I mean?
Everything you earn. Everything
I earn, both my income, my liability, everything is open.
Well, you know, only few men can do that.
No, you see,
if their wives, it is either it shows their weaknesses, like okay, they don't have enough, or that the lady, if they are kind of wealthy, that the lady will always build them. And I want to make my hair. Is Brazilian hair over 50? I want to make. Is Kiddy or something?
But the question is
that's where she wants to eat. She wants to eat in eatery every day. That's why she'll be seeing one new eatery in town every time. She doesn't want to cook again.
So let me. You see, this is the thing. For me, finance is relative. Because the thing is this. You see, why did I disclose everything I own and I have? Is this. So when I tell you that, after we finish paying this one, this is what we have left. That's what we are going to plan on. So before we finish paying for luxuries, if peradventure if there are luxuries you want us to pay for, we will know that after this luxury we might take small garri. And if we both agree to do it, there won't be fight. But there will be fight when the other person wants the luxury and still want the better side again. There will be fight. Or peradventure if I don't disclose to you that all we have left is this 5 million, and you are pointing at something of 10 million, and maybe because you see me dress well every time, say my husband he carry money dey owó wà nílẹ̀, ẹrù wà nílẹ̀. I know ẹrù wà nílẹ̀, but this is the thing, if you are not very careful you will not have savings. And you know, in marriage, two people are different. Their temperament shows in everything, including how they spend money. One wants to say that one wants to spend, the other one wants to save. It's always like that. It's the one. There's one that just feel like, should we buy? Must we buy this? And the other one is feel like, we need to buy this thing now. What are you talking about? We need to. Maybe in our own house.
I believe that at some point that role can actually be changed. It comes and as like. This time around, it may be the guy that is saying that must we buy this thing, let's save it, and lady is saying we must buy. And some other times it will be the wife that is saying let's save this, we don't need to buy it. So that's I believe is like that because I've experienced it in my own marriage. Sometimes I'm the spending type, sometimes I'm the saving type. Sometimes I want to buy something, my husband is like, it's not necessary, like necessary pa.
For instance, see, this is the thing. When I said I disclose everything finances when it comes to finance at home, I try to practice it because even the money that luckily I'm a businessman, so the money they want to give me, if me and you should strike a deal now that I want to do something for you, by the time I get home today, I will tell her that thank God though, this deal is coming. You see, I just save myself of stress so that you know that another one is coming, and it's the fact that it's coming doesn't mean we will spend it anyhow. Because we have family goals. Even if I pick from that money and spend on myself, I've just spent this amount. It's just to save myself of stress. That's the way I feel.
That's
it works for me.
A lot of men don't see it that way. A lot of men see it like displaying their.
Women too can be somehow with money. When they see money with the man, I say just believe that he wants. Most especially in this our part of the world, they just feel like that man wants to spend the money on the family. That's when the peradventure, if you just hear your husband, you just seen your husband alert, and one auntie from the village just goes say, that's when she will remember everything they need. They need. Abi, am I?
I don't know.
Can we go on a short break? While we come back, then we'll continue on the list of the things the author mentioned here.
All right, the program is still sharing life issues on Lead City.
this marriage revolves around me and all of that. No, don't you know that I need to buy Thomas shoes to that clothes? I'm going to offer an event. It's not, let me say categorical, it's not every event you go to. It's not every event you even buy clothes. For instance, we have this thing we use at home that in our family we don't buy ashwebi. You know, it's as simple as that. You cannot hold us responsible. We don't buy ashwebi in our family. If you are not comfortable, if you want me to come to an event, dash me the clothes. Yes. My little
I don't you think
the little I can support you with the money. You see, life is not hard though, sincerely. It's not all of us, or let me say, it's not everybody that will be as rich as Dangote. And to even tell you the truth, some of those rich people don't even spend their money on all of those things you see with them.
Yeah, they get it.
Those rich people you want to be like, majority of them might not spend that money on themselves by themselves. It will be somebody that says, no, let's do this one for this. So calm down. Plan your finance with your spouse. I know how much my wife is earning. And if all other sources that money is coming from, as they are coming in, she's telling me. It's just, life is simple. You have less headache. Sincerely. Some people will say, for us to be able to be sincere with ourselves, we should have a joint account. Some people still have joint account, and one will still secretly go and open one account by his side. We don't run joint account in our house, but we know myself and my wife, we know everything we own. It's not, we know the money in this bank, we know the one in that bank. There's nothing like I have one secret bank somewhere. Doing what?
Holding your money. Secret bank holding your money.
She has the password to everything. I have the password to everything she wants. It's because I believe marriage should be 100%. We are both naked and not ashamed. How do I mean by naked is we are open in everything we do. And there's nothing like, if you feel like hardly would something happen to me, I will not tell her, except for professional work. Because in my profession, we don't disclose people's information. So except for that, there's nothing I would tell you. Tell me anything that if you don't want me to do gbebonu to my wife, don't tell me. And because she's my gist partner, I will tell her everything. That's it. It's just the way. I just want to live a peaceful life. I don't want stress. So I will plead with you, couples, disclose everything. Even if you are in debt.
After you have disclosed
even if you are in debt, disclose everything.
Because we are only looking at it from the angle of it is the man that is providing. Sometimes when women, wives disclose whatever they have, both of them are open to each other. Maybe there is the time of the month where they need to stock theirs. The man, some can say, "Shebu ona lowo, lo fowo era." And the truth is that ladies, usually the man's money is our money, but our own money is our own money. It's not everybody's money.
But that's not fair.
Well, we are ladies, so I think we should be allowed to do that.
Well, I think they need to understand.
We are allowed to do that.
They need to also understand.
We should be pampered. We are ladies. We are meant to be pampered. So pamper.
Hey.
Women too should be pampered too.
We are pampering you by collecting the money.
No,
my God.
No. That's not pampering people. No.
So it's good pampering.
No, that type of pampering is not okay at all.
But for me, I feel that, for instance, this might sound weird to some people. There's no money my spouse owns that I don't know, but she cannot spend it behind me. For some people, it might sound controlling, no. She has access to the money. Of course, she can buy a few things, but she can't do something major without my knowledge. Or like, okay, I feel like changing maybe something that will cost her about 100 or 200,000. It's not because I will not approve of it, no. Just for my knowledge, she will say, Joe, next week I'm buying this thing with my money. My own money is our money, of course I know. But I keep her with this money with that you earn. Is your money. Just enjoy life. But she will always tell me, oh, I'm taking out this amount to do this and that. There's no approve. If I say not approve, it's not approve. It's if you can't live life without somebody that can tell you take a break. For instance, she wanted to buy something recently that will cost her some hundred of thousands. We had to sit down. Okay, what do you need these things for? Do you think we really need it? And she gave her reasons. Oh, we need this for this and this. I said, approve. I approve the money, this money.
Wow.
A majority of the money, let me tell you, I'm live on it. Majority of the money even comes from her. Majority of the money we needed for that project comes from her. So, life is not. If you marry the right person, see, let me start from there. If you marry the right person, life is not hard.
If you marry the right person, well, life is very hard if you marry the wrong person.
But you've seen the person before you marry the person. Now, what makes you marry the person? Were you assuming?
Of course, they were assuming. Because, or some of them will say, I will change him after marriage. I will change her after marriage. So
the one that looks close to finance, which is, I've talked about it briefly when I was talking, lack of communication. You see, like I said, money is not really the problem in some situation. It is the communication that is missing. There are things that are needed, there are things that are important. But there are items that are needed and important at the same time. But there are some that they are just needed, they might not be important. But if you don't communicate what you want to use money for, sometimes, if you're only hearing it from your own ears, or your emotion is pushing you to spend that money, you might spend wrong. Oh, we have a list of 10 things at home to do, and this is the money we have. It can't be enough to do the 10 things. Let's prioritize. What comes first? What can wait? There are things on that list that can wait.
Wait, yes.
There are things on that. So, but some people just, no, it must be my way. And they won't even come, they will just go and do it.
And it causes a lot of problems.
So, lack of communication causes a lot of problems. Has it happened to you before? Maybe in marriage, you are assuming that your husband think that. And he's thinking that. My wife is thinking that.
Yeah.
And you hold it for long, for days like that, you will not talk about it. And when you finally talk about it, you just be like, so,
what is so wrong?
You should have told me that this is how you are thinking about it. And those things, in some cases, might have caused a lot of disagreement in the family. Just feel like, he doesn't listen to me. Abba, calm down. Did you communicate? That's why sometimes when you see some people, you feel like, this couple just look power couple. There are things they are practicing. Communication is one of it. That if one look like this in a public place, the other one knows, okay, this is what my husband is saying, or oh, this is what my wife is saying. But you are just, the ladies before they are just interested in, that guy, it's just the life I want to enjoy. Alaye, calm down. If you don't communicate it, there will be problem. In everything. I mean everything that we do in marriage. If you don't communicate it, there will be problem. Just want to assume that man will understand. No. And the man wants to assume, no. My wife understands. No. Even me in this case, I'm still learning again. Okay, I communicated this way the last time. I think the information was passed wrongly. So let me do it this way.
Then another thing I quickly wanted to address before we move away from this communication aspect is that, does it mean that regardless of how long you have spent in marriage, how many years you have spent in marriage, I know that there are some things that you would have known that, okay, this one will be the constant reaction of your wife or of your husband in a situation like this. But does it mean that during those times you already know that this is the reaction of your husband? You should now go ahead